Good morning. Good to see you here. My name is Merel. I'm a kinesiologist, I'm a trainer and I'm an author. And this will be the first video of at least 3 in a series that's called Transcending the Ego Mind, or the Ego. And I felt the urge to do this. These are very special times and our ego is very, very busy. Trying to warn us, take care, this is dangerous, don't go there, don't do this. So we're constantly being in fight-flight. And of course we're very good in it, we're very trained, and it's not our best situation to be in. We are actually beings of light and love, and when we are in anger and in fear, then we are away from love and light. So we diminish our loving energy by doing that. So when you are in a low frequency energy, like anger or fear, then you attract low energy. When you're in a high energy, so you're in loving kindness, fun, joy, enlightenment, then you attract all that. You always attract what you vibrate, and so it's quite a good idea to not be in the low frequencies but in the high ones. When you look at the body, we have very beautiful reflexes that pull us back when there's danger. But when you're pulled back too much, you're actually behind the participation line, which is the line at the side of your body. When you're in front of it, you're very eager and you want to learn and you want to participate and you want to get to know new things. When you're afraid, you're behind it and you're actually waiting like this or not doing anything anymore. This is not only the mind and the acting, but it's also the cells. When you're eager to learn and to grow, it's easy for your life, for your body to repair. When you're behind the line, you actually stop repairing yourself. So you get ill or you get older very fast. And that's not what we want. So today will be about fear. When you are in fear, you either go in fight, flight, freeze or fawn. Fight, you hit someone in the face. Flight, you run away. Freeze, you do nothing. And a fawn is like, it's a very intelligent way of adapting. You adapt to the fear. And that's what many people now are doing. They're rather in a freeze or in fawn. Like, if we just keep on behaving through this lockdown, we might get our freedom back at the end. We're going to do a kinesiology balance, a group balance, a distance balance, whether you are looking right now as I'm making this video or you look at this in a year time. It doesn't matter. The energy and the balance stays. So if you feel after having watched this balance that you feel better and more tranquil, more relaxed, less fearful, watch it more often. Before I can do a good test, a good kinesiology test, I need to do the pre-test. So I'll be doing that on myself. I am the person I'll be testing on, but I'm a surrogate, so I am testing for all of us. Whether you are watching now or you'll be watching in the future, you're all in this together with me in the energy. So I'll be checking the pre-tests and then we'll be going and searching after fear. For what subjects do we feel fear? And then how can we balance this? And probably with some practical tips so you can do this at home. So I'll start with a muscle test. One arm you can see well, it's this one. I lift the arm up a little bit higher than I would normally. This is the deltoides anterior. Normally I would have like 30 degrees up from the hip. So this is a strong test, and when I push the muscle it goes down and this is strong. So this is a good test. I can do it on the other side. It's strong, goes down, strong. Perfect. Now we're going to do it verbally. So this is yes, no, yes, yes, no, yes. Central meridian going down and going up. I can also muscle test on my fingers. That's what I was doing now. This was perfect. We're going to check switching. If you really want to learn this, I have in Dutch a course on Selfenizer.nl, and it is called QI Leer Spiertesten. And you can learn how to do this and have a clear muscle test, which you can trust. And if you like, of course, you can do the whole Touch for Health course, which is 4 weekends and is wonderful. It's a very good gift to yourself and your family and your loved ones, and maybe a very good idea in this period. We're going to check switching. So this is strong muscle. I test here and here and here. This is going down. So we're going to do the correction all together. One hand on the belly button, other hand rubs the tailbone. This has to do with the governor meridian, and it has to do with the past, but it also has to do with the reflex of pulling backwards when there's a lot of fear, especially fear that you cannot see or danger that you cannot see yourself. I have just switched hands. Okay, so we're going to test again. Yes, nice and strong. We need to drink some water. Have a glass of water, please. Water gives you a lot of clarity and energy, and when you're in fear, your blood becomes sour, and drinking water makes it more basic. So this is very good for the repair system of your body. So if I check water now, it is enough. We're going to check the eyes, so I'll be looking close by. That's good. Far away is good. Close by is good. Looking up, down, side, side. All good. Turn my head, all good. And we're going to do an extra test. It's the test just to see if we're in survival mode. So this comes from stress release. The arm is going down. This means we're in survival mode. When I turn it, my arm stays strong and it goes down again. So there's 2 sentences that I test with the emotion mode. I want to lead a happy life, going down, testing on 2 arms. I want to lead a healthy life. Healthy is strong, happy not. When we are in survival, all energy goes to the survival system. There's no energy left to make happy hormones. So that's why. But when you're programmed on an unhappy life, that's what you vibrate, so you get it back. So this is a major sabotage system. So you actually need to get your system back to wanting to have a happy life. And we're going to do a correction for it. You can do it with me. I'm going to tap my hands. I have a line here and a line there. And here is an acupuncture point. It's called small intestine 3. And we're going to tap it. It's a point to change your programming. And we're going to say, I love and accept myself. I respect myself and I think myself worthy, even though I am frightened and I don't want to lead a happy life. And I love and accept myself. And I respect myself and I think myself worthy. When I do want to be happy and want to feel at peace and peaceful and calm and relaxed and repairing and enjoying. When you do this at home, do this 3 times. So the sentences and the tapping 3 times, and do it 3 times a day and for at least 3 weeks. Now for the video, I'll keep it short. This is fine now. So I want to lead a happy life. I want to lead a happy life. Good. I can continue. We're now going to look at fears. And fears we're testing with the notch. And this is the point, this central meridian 22. 2 fingers in it. And I'll be testing. And we're looking at the two major fears at first. So the fear of living, the fear of dying. I feel fear for living. No, I feel fear for dying. Yeah. And it's not just for me, I test for the whole group. The fear I feel for dying is on a scale from 0 to 10. 0 is nothing, 10 is very much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is not strange. We have been trained through centuries to be afraid of death because we think something happened and something terrible happens when we die or when we're dead. I don't think so. And I don't think we are a body. I think we are actually beings of light and love, and that we have a vehicle like a body. And when you sell one car and you go to another, you might cry a little, but not so much because you're very happy with the new car. And I think it will be more or less like that with your body. Maybe even hearing this will make your fear a little bit less. If I test now, the fear of death is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just knowing this will make your fear less. Okay, we just remember the 5 now. And then we're going to the fear of not being loved. It's a fear that children feel very often. So we have a fear of not being loved. No, there's a fear of not being good enough. That fear is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. The fear of making a connection. So connecting to other people or to yourself. That fear, not present. The fear to be left, to be abandoned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have that. The fear to be ill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. The fear to have a deadly virus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the fear to contaminate other people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know that this doesn't help you because when you are frightened, your body is working for survival. So all the energy goes to the survival. This means that your immune system is suppressed, your thyroid is suppressed, so it's harder to digest and get all the good nutrients out. And your rest and repair system is suppressed. So actually being afraid of being ill makes you more ill or easily ill. And if you look at it the other way, energetically, law of attraction, if you're focused on a deadly virus and thinking of it all the time, talking about it, and seeing signs and television and radio and anywhere you open your phone, this is the vibration you are most tuned into, so it is very likely you get it. If on the other hand you're doing things you like, you are with people you love, you are out in nature, you get a lot of sun, you study, then your vibration is very nice and high, and the chance that you get ill is almost non-existent. So we have these fears now, and I'll show you 3 techniques that are easy to do for yourself. So when you feel afraid, just putting a hand on your head makes the fear become less. This is called stress release. We use it in Touch for Health, we use it in stress release. We use it in Brain Gym. Just doing this calms you, makes you less fearful. Another way to come over fear that is blocked is by tapping the starting point of the stomach. When you do this, the fear becomes less. Very good. And another way of getting over your fear is by tapping the side of your rib. You can do it both sides. It's the end point of the spleen meridian. This is also against blocked fear. So this you can do, and you can already now feel that the fear is getting less. What I'm going to do with you is another one. We're going to do 2 fingers in the dents under your skull, next to your spine. There are 2 dents, and they're on the bladder meridian, and they are on the points of the reflex that wants you to pull you back. And just by holding this, even with a special breath, we do it like this: nose up, breathe in, and let your chin drop very slowly, and breathe out. And one more. Very well done. You can do this at home, not a problem. When you're in the car, don't close your eyes and put a whole hand underneath your skull, so you can still drive with one hand. And don't do the movements with your head. It's not good for your sight. And otherwise you can do this as many times as you like. I'm going to retest now. I'll have a sip of water because I feel we need some. Fear is actually in the water element, so you need to balance your water. If you drink a lot of coffee, black tea, Coke, or alcohol, you'll probably are dehydrated, which means that you are too hot. There's too much fire and not enough water. Drink more. The fire stands for love, but it also it stands for love. Yeah. I'm not going to say the other thing. We're going to test again. So I'm just checking if this one is still right. Yes, I want to lead a happy life. I want to lead a healthy life. Happy life, healthy life. Okay. So the basis is okay. We're going to check the notch again. I'm only going to check the ones that were off. So I, or the group, feels fear of dying. No, no more. I, or the group, feels fear of not being good enough. No. The group feels fear. I, or the group, feels fear of being ill, of having a deathly virus, of being contagious. We feel fear to have a wonderful life, to have a dreadful life. No. So there's hardly any fear left now. It all tests with a weak test, so it's almost non-existent. Which means that your adrenals can now pause, so there's no cortisol or adrenaline being made. You might feel calm, you might feel sleepy. You can even just sleep for a while, or do a meditation, or sit in the sun, or walk in nature. And your body will now automatically start regenerating. So it will repair broken cells. It will start digesting better. It will be easier to go to the toilet. You will sleep better. You'll be more joyful. You'll see less horrible things. You can help yourself here by not listening to the radio or TV or reading the paper. They are all meant to make you frightful. So do the things you love. Do the things that make you happy. You can hug yourself. This will give you happy hormones and oxytocin, so it will be easier to relate to yourself and to others. This is what I wanted to give you today. This is a method to lower fear, and make it your plan today and the coming weeks to feel as little fear as possible, and just feel relaxed and calm and well and enjoy life. So, hope to see you. next time. The next video will probably be about anger, and see you soon.